Good morning, guys. It is 8 o'clock in the morning and it is already hot in Georgia. Okay. I got my fan. So we have done all the things. Y'all hear the birds? They're talking to me. They talk to me. They come and talk to me every morning. They come to my bathroom window when I'm getting ready. So, anywho, we have done all the things. We planted, we fertilized, we took care of the bugs. Now comes the time when the whole point of gardening, other than it bringing us peace, it also brings us fruits of our labor, right? So it's time for me to harvest these cucumbers. Cucumbers, if you growing them right, maybe they come in every day. Every day you go out and you look, it's like this, and then next thing is like this. So I purposefully grew these pickling cucumbers this year because normally I grow the long, slim, and smooth skin like English style cucumbers. This year I decided to grow a smaller version pickling cucumber because I wanted to actually not cut them up and pickle them, but I wanted to pickle them whole. And those other cucumbers were just, baby, they were long. They're like baseball bats. They were long. So these cucumbers are a lot smaller. So yes, that's what we're doing today. We're going to pickle some cucumbers. Alright guys, so I'm back in the garden because I need to get a few more items. I need bay leaves. I need some, I already have garlic, and I need some dill. So let me get the bay leaves and the dill. Oh, and I want to do some chives as well. I have my bay leaves, dill, and my chives, and we are ready to go. All right, guys, so I am back inside, but the first thing I want to do is to wash the items that I brought from the garden. So remember, we have the chives, we have bay leaves, and we have a little bit of dill. Maybe they've been outside, and we have that little cucumber. So these guys have been outdoors, so we're going to give them a good wash. That cucumber, I'm going to rub them down. Here, of course, we have my variety of sizes of cucumbers, and this is ideally probably the size that I really wanted them, but I ended up with some ginormous ones because it rained a lot, and on the days that I didn't go outside when it was raining, yeah, this is what I got. So it's fine. For ingredients, of course, we have my big mason jar. Mason jar is it's 6 cups and or 3 pints is the size. We have fresh garlic, cloves. We have some sugar, kosher salt, and I have black peppercorns. And of course, I have some white distilled vinegar. You could probably use another vinegar, but it might end up cloudy. And I just want the nice clear color of the white distilled vinegar. Nice and clean, crisp and clear. Guys, I only use fresh garlic when I do the cucumbers or pickle anything. And basically, I just peel the garlic and I leave it whole. If I were mincing, if I were cooking something and I was mincing, I would just smash this. So, yeah, trying to get it whole is a little more work than normal to get the skins off and leave it nice and whole and pretty so that, it looks nice in the jar. There we go. Now, I'm going to leave the recipe for you guys in the description box, but this recipe calls for only 1 cup of vinegar and 1 cup of water, and then the salt and the sugar and all the other little add-ins. But because I'm using such a large jar, I'm going to do 2 cups each, vinegar and water. So I'm going to basically double this recipe, okay? So you just got to see what size jars you're using and kind of feel it out. And if I have too much liquid, what I'll do is I'm gonna save it and I'll pickle something else. You can pickle anything. You can pickle cucumbers or peas, or you can pretty much pickle anything, okay? So I am going to go ahead and double this recipe. And here I have a saucepan and I'm adding the water first. I have 1 cup of water, 2 cups water. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the vinegar. That's 1 and 2. All right. I'm almost wondering if I need to triple it. I hope it's enough. Guys, I decided to triple it. So we're going to triple this recipe. Listen, this jar is huge. So yeah, I had to triple this. I poured everything into the jar and it only came up to like 1/3. I know that once you put the cucumbers in, it's going to rise, but yeah, we need the jar to be filled almost to the top, above the cucumbers. Normal recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of salt, but we're going to put 3 of each. So we got 1, 2, 3. That was the sugar, and now I'm going in with the kosher salt. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Here I have 3 teaspoons of black peppercorns. And normally it's 2 bay leaves, but I'm going to put 6 bay leaves. I'm going to bring this to a boil. And in the meantime, I'm going to pack the cucumbers into the jar. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a bit of working like a puzzle to try to get these in here. I'm going to put the largest, I'm going to start with the big ones first. I have to kind of tilt it. Oh, I wonder if I can get this guy in here. Let's see. I think I can get all of them in. Yay! Yay me! Got all of these guys in here. I got them all in! Look at that. I'm only left with 2. So if I have any extra liquid, I'll put these in a smaller jar. I'll cut them up like in little slices, thick slices, and put them in a jar. So now what I'm going to do too is I'm going to stick the garlic in. And then once the liquid goes in, the garlic will kind of move around because the liquid will make it move. But actually I want to take one out so I can get garlic in the bottom. And I can put in the chives and dill. Oh, I hear it steaming up over there. So I'm just going to kind of move some of the cucumbers around so that I can stick the dill in. Pack it in. Pack it in, baby. Just pack it in. And then I'm just going to literally swirl these chives around my finger and then just put them right on top. Like so. There we go. Now last year I had some watermelon radish that I stuck them like strategically throughout the jar Oh my God, it was so pretty. Because the watermelon radish has that pretty pink color in the middle. So if you want to do radish and add some color, some interest to your jars, that would be amazing to do. I thought about it, but the radish that I have outside are all red. I don't have the watermelon radish growing right now. So, and the red ones, I was afraid that they might bleed the color into it. I really want to keep it nice and clear because watermelon radish is white on the outside and it has that faint pink color on the inside. It was just beautiful. And to that one, I actually also added some jalapenos. So if you like your pickles spicy, add you some peppers. You can do red, like a cayenne pepper, jalapeno pepper, whatever you like. I mean, the choice is it's your recipe. This is the base of the recipe, but then you can add to it whatever you want. And then also, if you have garlic scapes, where it starts to bud and turn into a flower, snap those off, and those are beautiful. They will be beautiful in here. Okay, so it started to dissolve. I'm just going to give it a little stir to make sure everything is dissolving nicely. It's looking good. And it smells good. Really smell that pickling flavor with the bay leaves are starting to come alive and add its own aroma to the vinegar and the salt and the sugar and then the peppercorns. But once it hits those chives and garlic, that's what's really going to bring out the flavor. Oh, can't wait. So now I have taken the brine off of the heat and I'm allowing it to cool. Okay, I found some more bits of dill and chives in the colander. Baby, I'm not wasting any of it. I'm packing y'all in there too. So we're gonna let that brine cool down and then we're gonna pour it into the jars and you're gonna fill it about a half an inch to an inch from the top. So about that much, you wanna leave some air, some room for air bubbles to come out. You don't want to fill it all the way to the top. You want to leave a little room at the top. So while we're waiting for the brine to cool down, I just wanted to mention this. I'm one for making a recipe what I need it to be and altering it. Now, you see how I added 3 cups of water, 3 cups of vinegar. But if I know that the vinegar mixture, the brine, is going to take a long time to cool down, what you can do is just do 2.5 cups of water. Do the 3 cups of vinegar, do 2.5 cups of water, and then add ice cubes in the end when you're waiting for it to cool down. Add ice cubes in to make up that other half cup of water. And that way it helps it to cool down. Quick story with the pickles. We are taking these pickles to my uncle for his 80th birthday, and he loved to garden. And the ironic, I don't know, funny, but ironic thing about it is my aunt and uncle live in my grandmother's old house, and they renovated the house some years ago. But that's the same house that I used to go and spend summers visiting my grandmother and staying there and gardening with her. And it just brings back a lot of memories. And as a kid, we would take pickles. My grandmother would have big jars and she would have these big fat pickles. And we would get a piece of pickle, like a big hunk of the pickles. Those pickles were big and they were juicy dill pickles. And we would put a peppermint stick in it. If y'all have ever done that, let me know. That was like the best. Either we would get a pickle. I love lemons. So I would get a lemon even and put a peppermint in my lemon. Oh my gosh. And sitting on the front porch as a kid, that was like the best. That was the best. Those were the days. Simple, just simple living, but great memories, y'all. Great memories. Oh, so I can't wait to take him these pickles because he also loved to garden and he's 80 now. And I think I might even take him like a little plant but he's not doing any big, gardening right now. So I can't wait. It's going to be so good. All right, guys, it has cooled down and it is now time to pour it in. Actually, I don't think I need this spoon. I'm just going to pour it right in. But actually, I need to give it a stir. Hold on. Whoa. Okay. So I'm stopping right here because I want to leave like at least a ½ inch to an inch from the top. And that'll give it room to let any air bubbles out. So the peppercorns that are down in here, I still have some peppercorns left. I'm going to spoon those out and just drizzle them inside. Okay. Just going to drizzle some of these in here, let them sink down to the bottom. I don't want to waste any of it. Well, personally, I don't like the metal on the lid. It does have a coating on it, but I don't like the metal to touch because it has vinegar, and that's what can cause that rusting. So I'm going to use this beeswax cloth. And I had another one that I normally use, but I don't have any more of it. And this is a pretty big piece. This is what it looks like. And it's coated in beeswax. And so it's going to keep it nice and sealed. And so I'm just going to cut a piece of it. I'm going to measure out how much I need. And I think I can get away with just doing one square. Maybe make it a little bit bigger than one square. Okay, so I just made it just a square and I made sure that it fits over the lid. And now I can seal it. Okay. Perfect. That looks so good. So we got all our yummy stuff in there. Look at that. Looks so good. These came out so good. I'm so excited to take these to my uncle's 80th birthday party because my cousins will be there and his daughter loves anything pickled. And so now I'm going to have to find her a peppermint stick because I know she's going to want a peppermint stick with her pickle. And all I have to do now is put these in the refrigerator for 24 hours. They're ready to eat, but the party's not for a week. So they will last in the refrigerator for like a month. So we're good to go. Then I'll just pack them up, put them in the car, and we are off to the party. So thank y'all so much for hanging out with me yet again. And I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I will put this recipe in the description box below. And let me know if y'all make these pickles. See you in the next video.